League on EA Sports. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded at the 2, stays on his feet. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up. Past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Easy. Hey, kill.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first.
Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And it's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
What I like about watching Tyrann Mathieu play, the Honey Badger, is that no matter what position he's in, he finds a way to get around the ball and make a play, doesn't he?
He does. He's done that since his days at LSU.
He really has. And I remember at LSU he would play corner, and then he'd move into the safety role in a lot of nickel situations. And again, getting around the ball, knocking it away, he's done it multiple times in this game.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs. when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one too.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about
that. Super tall.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. first down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The gun. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15 and a first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy, 45 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ready. We're waiting.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Ready. Waiting.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Thomas barreling ahead. He gets it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Ready.
They run a draw here on second down. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That'll be a gain of 16. And just like that, it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Bennett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Making the tackle, Keith Tandy. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play for the Saints on third down. 42 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. A give to Elliott. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
The Saints on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got some space here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Now let's go. Green 30.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll drop the throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, 41 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because You have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Set, 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to walk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Falcons on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Freeman again, a first down carry. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll look to throw here. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
He's got Sanu. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down. 6 yards on the play.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go now.
look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now back to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time we have to
leave the booth.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. We're waiting.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And here now come the Falcons. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
4 down. Alert. Here we go now. Boom.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Coming left, it's Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. They'll drop to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones from 4 yards out, and the Falcons cut into that lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. What a spin. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
11 yards for number 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got room. And avoids the contact by sliding. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
He's going to look deep down, and this will be caught at the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think
that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go!
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go! Blue 90!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On third down, Smith, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They'll start the drive with Elliott, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And they'll go on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Ready.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets it off to Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. They shakes him off. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.